Gina Lavery. I have my master's in OD from Pepperdine University, and I'm a transformation catalyst. So I'm here today with Jen Todd in lovely Lake Orion, Michigan, and we're here to talk about her passion project serving women in Africa. So first, I'd like to have Jen introduce herself, and I'm actually going to turn the camera towards her, and you'll hear my voice for the rest of the video. But let's focus on Jen and her passion project. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into OD?
Yeah. So I have always been passionate about human behavior. It's just since literally I was probably 6 years old. And so I got my undergrad in psychology. I went into human resources and started then doing human capital consulting. And I got really passionate about leadership. Like, how do you build leaders? How do you make change happen? Found myself in the MSOD Pepperdine program, which of course I met you there. And
we were roommates.
Right. And I was running an organizational effectiveness practice at Allstate. And I actually, speaking of catalysts, just having this knowledge about how you transform systems and doing larger scale change, I ended up starting my own practice. My company's Breakthrough Partners that I've had for 10 years now. And it was through that I discovered how to do large scale change, also how to do deep personal change with individuals, and then found myself into my passion in Africa.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So it's a pretty exciting background. So how does that background equip you and prepare you to do what you're doing in Africa? So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you got going?
Yeah, well, this kind of, I guess there was like a whisper in my soul for just years about doing something in Africa, and always feeling very connected to empowering women just based on the landscape of how oppressed women are in the world. And of course I am a woman, but it kind of went beyond that. And when I had done these large scale programs, I started to see how you can really unleash people, and you can, shift their paradigm, not just the individual, but like the entire group. And I made a declaration at the end of, we had done 2 of these large scale change with, 10,000 plus people, that I wanted to bring this to Africa. And I was in a Gestalt program, and where we were learning more about, how we change ourselves. So the whole self change piece. And I was able to open up and tap into the spiritual and intuitive places inside of me that really led me to the middle of Kenya, the country of Kenya, to this tribe where I was able to meet these women and hear them and listen to them, and then eventually actually start a mission to bring all of the skills and tools that I have learned in business to actually bring that to empower them.
All right, so what I want to do, I want to get deeper into your mission, but you touched on this tribe of people called the Pokot. So I'd like you to tell us who they are, how many people they represent, just a little teeny bit to just give people an understanding of who you're talking about.
Yeah, so they're the tribe. It's an indigenous tribe, semi-nomadic. Like, the best way to describe it is if you're, watching something on TV about the middle of the Saharan, desert. They are in an African desert area. They live in huts. They have no water. They have no electricity. They are, we guess, about 2 million people. Don't really know, because the government has actually isn't able to count them because they move around, and they are just very impoverished people that have a multitude of issues, and one of which is deeply rooted in why the civilization is the way it is their the devalue and the oppression of girls and women. It's kind of the beginning of the cycle that creates, much of the way that their system works.
Okay, that's great. So in the next video segment, we're going to dive deeper into this whole topic of empowering women. And thank you very much.